everyone, my name is Hayoung Kim and I'm in the second grade at the middle school. I'm very honored to be standing here in front of all of you. Do you know the exact meaning of stress? Stress is kind of emotion that we feel when we're physically or psychologically in a difficult situation. And did you know that the word stress is one of the most commonly used words by Koreans? This is not a simple problem that we can just laugh and pass it away. So, I'll tell you how to relieve stress. Before going on to talk about this subject, I'll tell you something more general. To solve a problem, we need to know why it happened in the first place. To tell you why we feel under stress, I'll choose two groups to use as an example. They're students and parents. Students get stressed because of the pressure from studying, trouble with friends, and the failure to live up to parents' expectations. Meanwhile, parents get stressed mostly because of their children. That is, because of their grades at school and problems involving their friends. Let me tell you about some of the ways that can relieve stress. Crying until you get too tired to do so and screaming until you feel calm. These are the solutions for stressful situations adopted by many of the middle school second graders whom I've surveyed. These are also good solutions. But I have two different ways I usually resort to in dealing with my stress. First way is by talking with my friends about my stress, and second way is playing golf until my stress is blown away with the ball. Let me tell you in detail. My mom and dad always tells me to talk to them when I get stressed, and they will help solve it. Even though they're my parents, there is something that I can't tell even them. Because when I tell them the reason why I feel stressful, I'm afraid they will worry about me. So nowadays, the first thing I do is to call my friends and meet them. Maybe we're too young to find a proper solution to stress. But sometimes, just them listening to my story can be a huge consolation for me. For example, last summer, I felt complicated after I checked my report card. And my friends came to me and tried to console me. To my surprise, as I shared my stress with them, I felt all my stress disappeared and I could come down. However, there is something that my friends and I can solve together, and that makes me feel complicated. When I feel like that, I play golf. I was introduced to golf when I was in the 5th grade in elementary school by my father. I frequently go to the golf range in my apartment complex when I get stressed. I imagine that the ball is a stress and hit it with all my strength. Then, all the stress that I feel is blown away with the ball. So, I can leave the golf range quite stress-free compared with the time when I enter the range. You know what they say, stress is cause of all kinds of illnesses. By exercising or by sweating in a healthy way, we can both safeguard our health and relieve our stress. Isn't it what is called killing two birds with one stone? I strongly recommend all of you to exercise when you get stressed. Of course, there are a lot of other ways to relieve stress. You can also cry, eat, and scream to relieve your stress. These are also efficient ways. In my way, I have 3 efficient ways for that. 2 of them are talking with my friends and playing golf like I said previously, and the other is thinking positively. Thinking positively is the way which I believe really important, not only in stressful situations, but also in every situation. In the movie Kung Fu Panda, Oogway, the great master, said inner peace. When I translate the word inner peace in my way, I think thinking positively and inner peace have similar meanings. For me, it means like not to act like I get peace just for others, but to get for me. I have 3 ways to relieve stress. First is talking with my friends about my stress and try to feel calm. And second is playing golf until my stress is blown away with the ball. And the final way is thinking positively. So, I'm really curious about how to relieve stress. If you do have your special and helpful ways, please share with me. Thank you very much for listening.
Thanks for your speech. Yeah, thankfully you're the last person. Okay, I just have a very off-topic kind of question over here. Because you mentioned about your parents giving you advice, whenever you have a stress, they told you to, always
Yes.
tell them.
Yes.
But I know I went through the, teenage age, that age too. So there are certain things that you cannot tell your parents.
Mhm.
But what if you become a parent and you have a teenage daughter? What kind of advice would you like to give your daughter or your son if they ask you to, give them advice for the stress?
To think about teenagers' characteristic or personality for that. In my case, I don't like to talk to my parents about my secret or something because I think they will maybe scold me first. So I'm gonna tell my friends first about my stress. And if my children ask me about advice, I think I'm gonna tell them the great or helpful ways for them. But if I would tell them why I feel sorry.
It's okay.
I would tell them about their situation and nod my head and try to listen to them. And I think I would tell great or helpful ways for them to when they ask me as advice.
Okay, you think you're gonna be different from your parents?
Yes.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.